Daily God's Promise, Day 6, August 6, 2026. Joshua chapter 3 verse 7. God will begin to magnify you. You do not need to promote yourself when God decides to establish you. What people ignored yesterday, God can begin to magnify today. Joshua chapter 3 verse 7 says, "This day I will begin to exalt you in the sight of all Israel." Yesterday, we stood on Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, where God said, "Be strong and of good courage. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Yesterday was about courage. Today is about divine establishment. Yesterday, God said, "Do not fear." Today, God says, "I will begin to magnify you." We anchor our Thursday in Joshua chapter 3 verse 7. And the Lord said to Joshua, "This day I will begin to exalt you in the sight of all Israel, that they may know that, as I was with Moses, so I will be with you." I want you to receive this as your promise of divine establishment. Joshua chapter 3 takes place when Israel is about to cross the Jordan River. Moses had died. Joshua was now leading the people. But Joshua was not just stepping into a position. He was stepping into a God-sized assignment. The promised land was ahead. The Jordan River was in front of them. The people were watching. The responsibility was heavy. Joshua needed more than a title. He needed divine confirmation. So God tells Joshua, "This day I will begin to exalt you in the sight of all Israel." This was not self-promotion. This was not human marketing. This was not political influence. This was God establishing his servant for the assignment. The divine timing. This day, the words, "this day," are powerful. There are seasons where God prepares you privately, and then there are moments where God begins to establish you publicly. Joshua served under Moses for years. He learned. He waited. He obeyed. He stayed faithful. But now God says, "This day I will begin." That means God has a timing for visibility. In 2026, many people want instant recognition. They want fast growth, quick results, views, likes, influence, promotion, and public honor. But God's way is different. First, He prepares you. Then, He positions you. Then, He proves He is with you. Do not rush visibility before preparation. When God begins to magnify you, no man can stop it. The divine action. I will begin to exalt you. God says, "I will begin to exalt you." This is important. Joshua did not exalt himself. Joshua did not advertise himself. Joshua did not force people to respect him. God said, "I will." When God lifts you, it is clean. When God establishes you, it is secure. When God opens the door, it carries authority. Psalm chapter 75 verse 6-7 says promotion does not come from the east, west, or south. God is the judge, and He puts down one and exalts another. So today, do not panic if people have not recognized you yet. God knows how to bring your name before the right people. God knows how to establish your work. God knows how to confirm your calling. God knows how to make others see His hand upon your life. The purpose. That they may know, God did not exalt Joshua for ego. He exalted Joshua so the people would know that God was with him. This is very important for ministry, business, leadership, and family life. God does not magnify us so we can become proud. God magnifies us so people can see His faithfulness. God's establishment is never for self-glory. It is always for kingdom purpose. If God gives you influence, use it to point people to Jesus. If God gives you visibility, use it to preach His word. If God gives you growth, use it to bless others. If God gives you honor, give the glory back to Him. The safest person God can magnify is the person who will not steal his glory. The assurance. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. This is the heart of the promise. God tells Joshua, as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. Joshua did not need to become Moses. Joshua only needed the same God who was with Moses. That is a word for somebody today. You do not need to copy another person's calling. You do not need to imitate another person's journey. You do not need to become someone else to be used by God. The same God who helped Moses would help Joshua. And the same God who helped others can help you. The God who opened the Red Sea can open your Jordan. The God who led Moses can establish Joshua. The God who blessed the previous generation can bless this generation. The God who used others can use you. The world's strategy versus the kingdom's strategy. The world's strategy. Promote yourself aggressively. Chase attention. Force recognition. Compare your growth with others. Feel discouraged when people do not notice you. The kingdom's strategy. Serve faithfully. Obey quietly. Wait patiently. Let God establish you at the right time. When He magnifies you, give Him all the glory. The world says, make yourself visible. The kingdom says, be faithful, and God will establish you, because you are His special treasure. The mighty God knows how to bring your life into the right place at the right time. You are the head and not the tail, and the head of your life knows when to lift you. The integrity of divine establishment. God's lifting is not like man's lifting. Man may lift you today and drop you tomorrow. Man may praise you today and forget you tomorrow. Man may open one door and close another. But when God establishes you, He gives grace for the assignment. The Prince of Peace will not only lift you, He will also keep your heart humble while He lifts you. Your life is a prize in God's hands. Your calling is not hidden from Him. Your obedience is not wasted. Your private faithfulness is not forgotten. God knows how to turn hidden preparation into visible confirmation. Living in this promise today, on walk in divine establishment confidence. Rejoice in the Lord because God knows when to begin lifting you. Wait on your God because Joshua was prepared before he was publicly established. Cast your care regarding recognition, growth, views, promotion, ministry visibility, business doors, family honor, and future influence. Pray this before starting your work today. Lord, do not let me chase visibility. Establish me in your time. Magnify only what brings you glory. Commit your works to the Lord, and trust that the same God who was with Moses and Joshua is with you today. Prophetic declaration. This day, the Lord will begin to establish me. I will not force recognition. God will magnify what He has called. My private obedience is not forgotten by God. The mighty God is my keeper. He knows how to lift me at the right time. As God was with Moses and Joshua, He is with me for my assignment. I am the head and not the tail. I walk in divine establishment, humility, and favor. In August 2026, my life will become a testimony that God can lift, establish, and magnify His people for His glory. God bless you and give you grace after grace.